Okay, hi everybody. My name is Tina, and I am here to talk to you about the quality category. The quality category in MIPS. This is the most important category in MIPS because it's worth 60% of your score. Yes, you all are scores. I don't like that you're scores. You are scores. I don't know what to tell you, except for how to do this. So, 60% of your score. The quality category is the most important. It's the old PQRS, so anybody familiar with PQRS is going to be better at this category than somebody who isn't that savvy in PQRS or hasn't reported. But that's okay because you're going to learn right here and right now. Get your pens and your paper out. You got to write this stuff down. You guys got to know this. I'm going to talk about the basics of MIPS quality category, and then I'm going to talk about some tips. Okay, so here we are, quality category. Here are your basics. It's 60% of your CPS score. You have to report on 6 out of 200 measures. One has to be outcome, one has to be high priority. CMS is huge on anything for patient satisfaction, patient outcome, safety for patients. If you're a group 16 or more, you must report that additional, you actually don't have to report it, they just take it off of claims, the additional administrative all-cause readmissions, and groups of 25 or more use the CMS web interface and report for a full year. So on the specialty set, if you don't have 6 measures, so if you are an electrophysiology cardiac specialist, you only have to report 3 measures. If you are an interventional radiology, 4 measures. That's it. That's all you have to report, and it's totally legit. And if you're a radiation oncology, you only have 4 measures. So these are the 3 specialty sets in 2017 that only have to report 3 measures or 4 measures. Everybody else has to report 6. Totally legit. Whoever these people are, please know that. Okay, measure selection. The key points to keep in mind, this is huge. It's not just the specialty set. It's part of it, but it's not all of it. You have to see where you have favorable benchmarks, and your method of mission selection matters. Now, I know PQRS people would agree with me because they might have saw that they could have got more points if they would have did a different measure. There's now coming out with cool tools to help you pick the right measures. So it's not just what's best for your practice. There's other steps to it. You have to look at the measure, the method submission, and you have to look at the benchmarks. So this is where pick your pace comes in with the benchmarks. If you picked your pace for 90 days, but you didn't see 20 patients in those 90 days, you need to pick another set of 90 days. This is how important it is. Because if you only submit for that 90 days, you're only going to get 3 points. Word to the wise is to submit 20 patients if you're doing the 90-day thing. Totally do the 90-day thing if you want to, but just understand how many patients you're seeing in that cluster of 90 days. Does that make sense? Because it's gonna bring your points down if you're seeing 19 or less. And you want the most points because every point equals dollars, right? It's all about getting the MIPS points because MIPS points equals MIPS dollars. I am all for full year reporting. I just want to take this opportunity and say this again. I am all about the full year reporting. Getting 100 points is very, very possible. It's not impossible. And by the way, why it's possible is because that was the proposed rule. The original rule before everybody's comments was for you guys to all get 100 points. So it's very, very possible. You guys were all supposed to be getting 100 points. They were always aiming for you to get 100 points. You can absolutely get 100 points. And I encourage every single one of you, my clients know it. I want you to get 100 points. I want you to get the most points you can get. You have to strive for that. It's a national competition. If you're not striving for it, your peer is. Trust me. And they're going to take the money out of your pocket. I don't want this for you. Okay. So that's the benchmark. That's why it's important to understand how many of your patients you're going to see within, if you're going to go the pick your pace thing, just know that much. I hope you guys are writing this down because it's a lot. All right. So the lowest amount of points you can get is 3. And we're going to talk about the decile scale. So the points are based on selected measures and the submission method. So here's an example. So here's your decile scale, right? Documentation of current medication and medical record. That's just the example measure I picked. So you see claims is 99 if you do it through claims. You only get 5 points. But see how if you do the EHR, you see how the numbers move? This is just an example. This is an example of how submission matters. It's not just picking what's best for your practice. That is part of it. That's not the whole thing. And then I did the other common HbA1c, and you see how the numbers move. This is golden information. Like, this is free information that people don't know this. I want you to know this. I want my viewers to know this. You guys have to know this because I want you guys to all do well. I don't do this for no reason. There's a lot of work that goes into me making these videos, and I'm happy to do it. I actually think that they're fun to make, but I don't do this for my health. I do this as an educational source for you guys to understand what's going on, because that's how much I want you guys to learn this. I'm up here doing this, and I'm posting it for free. So I really hope that you would adhere to what I'm trying to tell you. I can, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? So please watch this video over again if you need to. Take your notes down. Quality performance category is super big. And you're going to watch. You're going to watch as the years go on. You're going to see how quality goes down, and then cost is going to go up. Because if you remember, or for those of you who don't know this, I'll say it again, MACRA, the primary goal is to deliver quality care at a lower cost. So right now it's all about quality. Quality, quality, quality. And cost, if you notice this year, is nothing. But wait, because that's going to go up. It's going to go up at like 30%. And then at one point, you're going to see quality at 30%, and you're going to see cost at 30%. As everybody keeps raising the bar, as your performance gets better and better throughout the years, that's what you're going to see. You're going to see quality is going to be at 30, and cost is going to be at 30, because this is the goal. This is the goal. So I hope you guys learned something today that would make me feel very, very good and put a smile on my face. Let me know if you have any questions. Email me, tina@macroconsulting.com. I'm here to serve you and make you get that money. I'm all about getting you guys money. I'm extremely driven, and this is my primary focus right now, is to get this message out there. MACRA is here. The competition has started, and I don't want you to be left in the dust. You're gonna need help. Unless you want to read the almost 2,400 pages yourself. It took me forever, and I was solely focused on this. So don't be afraid to get help. Okay? Thank you very much for tuning in. See you soon.